And we're back. Episode 21.
Yeah.
Live from Parts Unknown. Cheers. A little boozy episode.
Been a while.
It's been so long. It's been so long.
Been so long.
So I got something funny for you.
What?
So in 1985, Washington PD put out an advertisement to like the top 50 wanted criminals in Washington.
Washington State?
No, DC.
DC, okay.
So basically, it was a bunch of Redskins fans. So what they did was they said, "Oh, we're having a drawing here for free Super Bowl tickets. Come to this address at this time." It was more than 50. It was like 3,000. So they all show up and they caught like 1,200 of the most wanted criminals in DC because they all came because they were like, "Oh, the drawing is Friday, and then you come to like the ceremony on Saturday." So they had the drawing, and the drawing was rigged, and it was all these criminals. And then they had the ceremony on Saturday to like get your tickets and like for the Super Bowl and like show up. So they all showed up to this like ceremony, and they all got arrested. Genius.
I've heard that story before, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, I have. Well, it is a good story, though. Yeah, it's crazy. It is fucking genius.
Yeah.
Why don't they do that more often?
For the view, because
think about how
they already did it.
Yeah, but like in the 70s, like they could totally do that today. 1,000% you could do that today.
It's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
Yeah. They thought they were going to the Super Bowl.
Still be going like a fucking Redskins. Just went to jail.
Like the video of it's so funny. It's like people are like dressed up, like in like suits. They're like talking to the cameras as they're walking into the room. They're like, "We going to the Super Bowl. We made it."
Just the sheriff's department on the other side of the door. That sucks. That sucks.
Genius.
That is genius.
Is that entrapment though? Maybe that's why they can't do it.
Is it entrapment?
I mean, they're not committing that crime to get arrested. They're already wanted. So
yeah, they're wanted felons. I think you can like do anything to like to coerce them into like getting them. I mean, they have warrants. They should be in jail. They shouldn't be walking around the streets. So I don't think it's entrapment.
Well, it's worth trying again.
You're not getting them to commit a crime. Entrapment's like trying to get somebody to commit a crime. I think I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you're like coercing them into committing that crime,
like buying drugs or like getting the hooker or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius idea.
It is a genius.
Kudos
idea.
to them.
Kudos to them.
And they caught so many.
Probably weren't even like bad people. Or it's like bullshit drug charges. Like DC,
weed charges
DC,
in the 80s.
Yeah, DC in the 80s. There was like bullshit drug charges. Like definitely like simple crack possession charges. DC was a shithole back in the 80s. DC is still kind of a shithole though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Like DC's still
not nice.
No, it's not nice. It's like not. I haven't been to DC in a long time. I do love DC. I don't want to talk shit about DC because I actually love it.
So matter of fact, Tucker Carlson grew up in the DC area.
Shout out to Tucker Carlson. I like him.
I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing a lot. And he was talking about it. He's like, listen, we have some of the world's brightest people coming to our capital, and it's supposed to stand for America, and it's a shithole.
It's a shithole.
Crime-infested, dangerous place.
And it's been like that forever.
Because he was he was saying it because he did like an interview after going to Moscow and everything.
Yeah.
And just explaining like how gorgeous Dubai is, how gorgeous Moscow, Singapore, like these places that they're like claiming are like dangerous and like not great, like, and they're
who's saying Dubai
gorgeous.
is
not
dangerous?
Dubai, but he was talking. He added Dubai in there, but everybody said Dubai is absolutely beautiful.
You know what? Like with the exception of like maybe Russia, right? But I would think like Singapore and Dubai and the rest of these countries in the world, like. America was a lot nicer than most of the world like 60 years ago. And now things have kind of
evened out.
Yeah, like economies, like things have caught up. Like countries like China caught up. Obviously, Dubai wasn't like a place in the 80s, and now look at it. I mean, they created a city in the desert, right? I mean,
well, Dubai is there's just too much. There's so much money.
so much money. But that's like the point. Even though think of the money that's in like Singapore now versus 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like politically, how different things were then versus now, and you know, so like a lot of these countries, it's like new infrastructure. Whereas I mean, how old's the Brooklyn Bridge, dude? Right? Yeah. Like the Brooklyn Bridge is over 100 years old.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no new infrastructure. They
built a new bridge from Queens to Brooklyn. There was like the Kolowaski or whatever bridge, and now they have a new bridge. They replaced it.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making a point of like that the Brooklyn Bridge is just an example. Literally,
well, you're wrong. I'm just proving you're wrong.
No, but there's the infrastructure in this. You can't prove me wrong. The infrastructure in America is literally crumbling.
Well,
like
that's why that's the big worry about the grid. Like the grid is so out of date that like it wouldn't take very much to shut it down. Like
probably not.
The grid hasn't been upgraded in like 30 years.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about like a power grid. I'm just talking about roads and buildings and bridges, train tracks. Yeah, like literally, like that.
I mean, where do you think about it? Like, which state do you think has like the newest and best infrastructure? Because like I feel like listen, I-95, like the strip of I-95 is always under construction, but it's always a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? So, like define like infrastructure, like if you think like, of like the best infrastructure. Like what do you mean as far as what? Like the newest
highways,
the newest highways, the newest buildings.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I guess like whatever city's getting like the most expansion, like the newest expansion. Probably
Nashville. Nashville is
currently
the
now
largest expanding.
But there's other cities like Charlotte that have been expanding for much longer than Nashville.
I mean, in the time that when we were there
versus when I was there for a bachelor party, dude, that was 4 years ago. I can only imagine what's been done there. And there was so much going on, like mid construction.
It is a hub.
And it's a hub.
Yeah.
So I think any of those like new cities that are just, getting, because prior to that, Charlotte was a shithole.
Yeah.
Like where Johnson and Wales College is now, like you could buy crack there. You could
get
a hooker. I
don't think that college is there anymore.
Are they not there anymore? Well, whatever. When I was there.
Honestly, the last campus for Johnson and Wales is in Providence,
it's
and
still
they're
in Rhode
closing
Island?
too.
Really? So, I don't know.
They said in because it's a private school technically, and it's so freaking expensive, so they're less and less enrollment. They said I think it was...
No one wants to pay $30,000 a year to get a job making 45 as a chef.
So yeah, last year they said in
That's crazy.
5 years they won't have a freshman class.
Yeah, I believe that.
The way the numbers are going.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, that's bullshit though, because it's more than like a cooking school. It's like hotel management. That's like real. It's like real jobs.
The best hospitality management program in the country is at Cornell.
Yeah.
That's what they're known for. It's an
Really?
Ivy League school, yeah.
That's what Cornell's known for?
Their hospitality program's the best.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
You got the CIA across the pond from where we are right now.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, really.
Very close to parts unknown.
Very close to parts unknown. Right across the Hudson River.
Yeah.
Quick little swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little swimmy swim.
No.
Yeah. What a racket.
But racket.
That's probably one of the biggest rackets, like culinary school.
Yeah.
Right? Like people actually pay crazy money to go to college to learn how to cook. Like that's
but even when the craziest thing is they pay all this money to go to college to learn how to cook, and even when they graduate college, it's not worth shit.
Well, that's not true because
you're not graduating college and getting an executive chef position. You need to go do your stages and you need to go work in kitchens to get your
but the placement. So like my brother, is I would arguably say my brother is probably a Michelin level chef. Put in a Michelin. My brother could work in a Michelin star restaurant.
Okay.
Or if not a 5-star upper echelon fine dining restaurant, my brother could do it as a chef, right?
Yeah.
Like he got that position because of,
You know about the Michelin star system, not to interrupt?
What do you mean, do I know about it?
You finish what you were saying and then we'll go back to that.
The point is, like, he's worked under really great chefs.
Right.
He's met a lot of really great people. But that's like environmentally, where do we grow up? He was out in the Hamptons. Like it's easy to like meet those people. Whereas like, most people going to culinary school, they're just from the middle of nowhere. They've never even been to like a good restaurant. So like, how would you get your foot in the door with renowned chefs and like restaurateurs? You really can't.
Right.
But a place like a Johnson & Wales or a CIA or a Cornell culinary program, they can open the door for placement in higher end establishments. So that's the route you want to take.
But
it is good for job placement.
you
It
still
is.
have to do your like stages at like those higher
Yeah,
echelon.
if you want to work in like fine dining, if you just want to be a chef, like you could just go be a fucking chef somewhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be so crazy that like you're working in like a 4 or 5 star restaurant. Like it could just be a chef job, which that's a skill in itself. I think culinary school, actually, I take it back. I don't think culinary school is that bad of a thing. I think it's somewhat of a skill. It's like a trade. It's a trade essentially. You can cook. You could bake. You could get a job.
Yeah.
Like it's providing a service.
Yeah.
Like people are always gonna need, like, no matter how bad the economy gets, economy. You go to any restaurant in like a popular area, it's busy. People go out. You need chefs.
Okay, so
It's a good skill.
so the origin of the Michelin star,
Okay.
okay, it comes from Michelin tires. You knew that? Okay, so Michelin tires, part of the rating system, the reason why they did this book,
Yeah.
and it was for like traveling salesmen and like people that were like traveling on Michelin tires. They would get this guidebook to the best restaurants along their journey.
Okay.
And that's how the Michelin rating system started. So it's from the Michelin tires.
So it started as like a bullshit like Zagat review for people in road trips.
Correct.
So how did
it evolve to the
like,
most exclusive
the
thing ever?
restaurant rating ever?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that one, but I know it started from the Michelin tires.
I mean, I'm sure that had something to do with like the Michelin family. They're uber wealthy, and they probably just like went to the best restaurants, and maybe it was, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, it used to like be a guidebook to like the best restaurants in the area for like your travels. And like you get the book when you bought a new set of Michelin tires.
How romantic is that? I bet it was a beautifully printed book too.
But
Yeah. I bet no, I did. That's because that's just what they did.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
When did they start doing that? It sounds like something they would do in like the 40s or 50s.
Yeah, it must be when people were like taking road trips more and like traveling salesmen.
State to state travel. Yeah, introduction of major highways, but it was printed nice. Buy tires.
1926.
1926. Yeah. So I bet I would actually love to see an original Michelin guidebook. I bet you can find them. I bet you could find one for sale on eBay right now from the 1920s. They probably did it for a long time.
And in 1931, they introduced the hierarchy of the 3 stars.
In 1931.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So the brothers Michelin were 2 French brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were just snobs anyway.
They founded the tire making company and then took it to the next level with the food.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to buy tires. They gave you a great guidebook. Now you buy tires, you get an attitude from a guy who doesn't have any teeth. Like the Mavis that I go to, they're like, the guy's got like the most fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
He had the most fucked up teeth. He's got an attitude. It's like, dude, in 1926, you used to buy a set of Michelin tires. They tell you where to go eat.
Yeah, did you know your company was founded by two Frenchmen?
2 Frenchies.
Named after 2 French brothers.
Say, this is an American tire shop, Frenchie. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine dining. So yeah.
Let's go back to Dubai.
What about Dubai?
Okay, so did you know that Saudi Arabia is not a country?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
What is it?
So Arabia is the country, Saudi is the family. And the reason why
The family's country.
so the royal family made a deal with the United States government that said they will protect them as long as they give them oil forever. They provide them oil forever. They will always protect them. They always protect their monarchy forever. So they're Saudi Arabia because it's the family, the Saudi family.
That's balling as shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's gangsta.
And now everybody calls it Saudi Arabia, even though it's not the name of the country.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some gangster ass shit from the Saudi family, huh?
It's crazy for a country that spread so much democracy to protect a monarchy so much.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Got to get that oil.
That's
bro.
the part of history that needs to be talked about more. Those like
Never.
shady, disgusting, under the table, dirty deals will protect you forever as long as you keep providing us oil.
I mean,
You know who made
Nobody
that? Do you
wants-
know who made that deal?
oh,
FDR. It was made on a yacht.
Doing some gangster shit, smoking cigars, drinking whiskey,
Yeah.
probably saying inappropriate, racist things.
Was FDR a racist?
Probably everybody was a racist back then, dude.
He was in a wheelchair.
You can't be racist in a wheelchair.
He's like, I don't really want to have this meeting on this boat.
Stephen Hawkins was in a wheelchair too, banging hookers on Epstein's Island.
Banging teenagers.
Banging teenagers.
Yeah.
What's the square root of 69?
Dude, that story is crazy. Him, like, his thing was like
Well, we've talked about this before. Like, he was a dog, dude. Like,
undersized people with chalkboards that are a little too high solving math equations. That was his kink.
I get that though. That's a great kink. Like, if you're in a wheelchair, I'd be like, that's like just fucking sick.
You think that's a good kink? I mean,
Yeah, why not? I don't know. Like, you're in
look at the little one. It can't reach the chalk.
all the evil things that probably happen at Epstein's Island. That's probably the most innocent and entertaining. Just midgets.
How many bodies got buried or thrown in the ocean?
You think they were midget? They just killed the midget bodies.
Not the midgets, but like
The midgets they probably killed. Well,
Like-
I guess people wonder where midgets go missing. People wonder. They're like, where's that midget?
Or like, you know, the first time members go to the island for the first time, they get a little too crazy, turn it into hostile, and then they're like their membership's rejected, and they have to, you know, dispose of a 14-year-old's body.
Yeah, see, I want it. Like, you ever see the Squid Games?
Yeah.
And like the end of like what that is, it's just like an island, and it's like rich American tourists like watching this death match. Like, that's the. You ever see like the whole Squid Games?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Spoiler alert. That's how it ends. It's like this island.
Yeah.
It's a private island, and like there's like 4 American tourists, like rich American tourists that are there
Just 4
watching.
of them?
Yeah, there's just 4 of them. There's like 4 guys on a trip. But I mean, I think
Imagine no. It's not the point. It's like 4 of them. Wow, okay. But like imagine there's like that many like Korean people that they're literally like 4 different tourists every like visit time, and they're just like filling it with the same games.
Nah. Like, the game itself, like, it was watched by a bunch of other rich people, but I guess for like a certain amount of money, you could come like for
the end?
for like the end.
You could see it till the finale.
Yeah, they watch them like do the final kill finale like through the
Yikes.
glass. But like, that's the island I want to hear about, because like,
You think that island exists?
gotta, because like if I'm super rich,
Yeah.
again, getting down with underage people is your thing. Like, that's your thing, I guess. But if I'm super rich, I think I would want to like kill someone on an island.
I mean, you know
Like,
what I
what's
thought about?
the Van Damme movie where they get they strap the veterans with like the one in New Orleans. They strap the veterans with money and they hunt them through New Orleans.
Yeah.
Badass, one of the best
Or
ones.
like the most dangerous game.
No.
Where, like, get the
Yeah.
homeless guy.
Well, yeah, that old novel, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's
They get the homeless guy and they like, you know, let him loose, and then he gets hunted.
that's got to happen somewhere, especially for like
100%.
hardcore hunters. Because like, if you're a hardcore hunter, like people that go on safari, like kill
like
rhinos, elephants, like, you got a lot of money. You got to know eventually, be like, I want to kill a man.
Listen, I
want to hunt a man.
I went to Europe after Hostel came out, and I was partially worried that I was going to get murdered by some crazy European fucking rich people.
Same thing. I went to Amsterdam at the time with the girl I was dating. I was like, I don't want to end up in a bathtub.
Yeah, missing a kidney or something.
But I think that's like how many people go to Europe and don't get kidnapped. Doesn't happen to everybody.
Yeah, but like those.
The odds of it happening are
How about
very
those
rare.
those 2 guys that went to Turkey for hair transplants and came back, and they both went to the hospital because they felt sick and they were missing an organ.
I mean, listen, you go out of the country to get medical stuff done. You're rolling the dice. I don't really like. I don't feel bad for you. I'm going to Spain for a concert. I'm
You'll be fine.
I know I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Devin. Well, I feel bad for any gypsies that want to rob us. Honestly, I feel bad for. I feel bad for.
Gotta get that Joe Rogan fanny pack. You'll be fine.
I got it right there, bro. I got the fanny pack. I got her one for Valentine's Day too, because it's small. It's a size that you could bring into like concerts. So we both got them. It's a nice small little fanny pack. Yeah,
Nice. Valentine's Day. What a sweet gift.
Yeah. What else am I gonna get her? She doesn't like fancy things.
Not yet.
She dresses like a lesbian most of the time. Like, so like, what am I gonna get her?
That's funny.
Get her a fanny pack. Yeah. Yeah, it's dangerous. I don't know. I never really feel dangerous when I go places, you know. or like been anywhere. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be here. You know,
Yeah.
I never felt that way. Trying to think if I've ever felt that way somewhere.
I'm trying to think, like, when I went to Mexico with, like, some of our guy friends, I felt like that when it was, like, getting late at night and, like, people are, like, thinning out. But, I mean, I felt like that when we were in San Juan in Puerto Rico, there was, like, just, like, a seedy element to, like, old San Juan, like, parts of it.
Philly's a little weird at night like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, walk around South Street, like, 12:30, it's a little... You're like, I'm going to get back to my hotel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, like, wander.
But, like, I've literally walked home at, like, 4:30 in the morning in, like, New York City and walked, like, 30 street blocks. And, like, wasn't worried. Or, like, rode the subway at 3 o'clock in the morning in New York City, and I didn't feel like...
Well, that's everything. Oh, New York, New York. I was like, I've never felt any inkling of danger anytime I've ever been to New York. Like, I've walked around New York at fucking 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
a
other
million
than that
times.
guy that I smacked on the subway that one time, like, I've never had any, like, interactions, really.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a victim.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't do anything. Yeah, we got a travel agent to do the trip to Puerto Rico. Not Puerto Rico, to Spain.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, what do you guys want to do? I'm like, nothing. Like, get me a hotel with a fucking pool. And I want to go to a bullfight, a hotel with a pool, and I want to know where the good places to eat are. Like, that's it. I'm not going. She going to see? I'm like, no. Give me a list of a couple of the museums that are around. Like, no tours. I don't want to see tourists. Yeah, low key. I'm gonna do shit. She's like, oh, you're only a 30-minute plane ride to Barcelona. Nope, not interested. Not interested.
What about Ibiza?
Could care less.
Ibiza.
Could care less.
Aren't you right there?
Could care less. Relatively. Not really. Like, I'm thinking the map. No, not really. You got to, like, fly.
Yeah, because it's an island off of Spain.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, how close you are to, like, the coast. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably no more than a 45-minute flight. I'm not going to Ibiza. I'm going to fucking Metallica concert. Which, even that, I wouldn't even put Metallica in my top 10 favorite bands.
Bro, they're so good.
Yeah, they're good, but, like, I wouldn't put them in my top 10.
Fuel. Give me
Yeah.
fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. I like them. But, like,
Sandman, come on.
Turn the Page,
Yeah. that's
Whiskey in a
good.
Jar,
Yeah. Blackened.
One.
Yeah.
From Who the Bell Tolls.
Yeah.
But you know what? They don't play. I heard they don't play their old stuff. They play, like, all their new shit on tour, which is
Oh, the one with like the weird video.
whatever. I don't even know new Metallica.
It's like 90s Metallica.
Yeah, well,
They got to play how can they not play the hits?
very easily. They could do whatever the fuck they want. They've been making music for 40 years, bro. They have
They
so
don't
many
have
songs.
new shit, do they?
I think they do.
Gross.
Yeah, gross, right? Like, if I go to Spain to see Metallica concert, they don't play like
80s doo-wop Joel sucks.
yeah. The stranger. Play the stranger. Play the stranger. Play the stranger.
Take your whore wife and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Play the fucking hits.
Play the
Don't fucking bother.
hits, bro. Well, it's a 2-day concert. It's a Friday and a Saturday.
It's a 2-day Metallica concert?
Yeah, so the ticket is for 2 shows.
What if they played the same songs both
I'm
nights?
so pissed. I told her, I was
She
like,
didn't read the fine print, and it's
I
like
don't know.
it's like they put
Maybe.
2 shows back-to-back nights.
I don't
Same
know.
show.
They just play all their hits. I don't know. I told her, I said, they don't fucking come at you with that heat.
They don't play Enter Sandman. What the fuck are they doing?
I think they play Enter Sandman. Everybody wants to play Enter Sandman. You have to play that. There'd probably be a riot. People riot in Europe. I guess they're a pretty big band globally. Like, there's going to be.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. I was talking like we should try to go see a concert in Europe like once a year because there's a lot. Because like the reality is right. Depending on when the concert is,
Should go to like Glastonbury or whatever that big
They're all over the
festival
place.
in London where they have like all different shit.
Tool's on tour in Europe and then the next year I think. Like they go to Europe a lot. Cool, go like Prague to see Tool.
I heard Prague is sick.
Prague's supposed to be sick.
Yeah.
But a lot of these bands, there's a lot of bands like Slipknot's on tour, but we're like, we don't like Slipknot enough to go to like Germany for a fucking Slipknot concert.
Who opens for that? Rammstein?
No, there actually there is a Rammstein concert
That's sick.
I was like, and it's in Germany. So you go to see a Rammstein? I'm like, yo, Rammstein in Germany would be
So weird, though.
So weird, bro.
So much like BDSM fucking outfits.
Yes, you have to go and like
Assless chaps everywhere.
I'd go dressed as the Gimp to a Rammstein concert.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool. But a lot of these bands are like, they do these European tours.
I saw like a video of him like old as shit, like performing Duhas on a stage with like a black skirt on.
Weird.
Like a leather black skirt on.
Weird.
And like combat boots. I was like, what is going on here? And then you're just like
German death metal.
Weird.
Weird death metal.
Weird German.
You know, you could price out those trips though. It's like not really much more expensive than going to a concert in the States. You think about it.
Yeah.
Depending on like when you're flying, like the flights, you know, like once you're there, hotels aren't more expensive than they are here.
Yeah.
And then your go around, just like.
Would you stay in a hotel? You're not going to stay in a hostel or anything, right?
No. I'm staying in a fucking
Yeah, I don't do that.
Stay in a fucking hostel.
I
I was thinking maybe like an Airbnb, but then I'm like, no, stay in like a decent hotel close to the venue, someplace with a pool.
Airbnbs, I feel like could be weird too.
Yeah, I'd rather be in a hotel in Europe. I want
like that comedian that posts those Airbnb videos where he's like, oh, you don't mind if I cook my food here, right? And he's like, keeps coming in. He's like, yeah, like I'm sleeping outside because like you guys are renting my house, Airbnb my house. And he's like, do you mind if I like sleep on the couch while you guys are like staying? It's like, what? He's like, can you get out?
I want to be in a hotel. I want to be in a hotel somewhere that someone speaks English. They can do things for you when you're there. Be like, oh, dude, can you do this? Can you do this? And with the pool because it's hot as shit in Madrid.
Yeah.
In the summer, it's gonna be so fucking hot.
Yeah.
And then once you're there, like, what are you spending, dude? Gonna go out and spend $30 a night eating and drinking.
How many
it's
days
so
are you
cheap.
there?
I'm gonna go for like a week. Because like, what are you? I'm not gonna go for a
You
week.
should pop over to Ibiza. I mean, that's the time to go there.
Pop over to Ibiza
For 2 days.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do though.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna stay.
Think about it.
I'm gonna stay in Madrid. What do I think about? What am I gonna do? Would stay up till fucking the next day?
Yeah.
Not do hardcore drugs and party?
Yeah.
Sounds awful. Sounds terrible. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, you need me over here?
What?
Said, oh, you need me over here?
Yeah, go over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna Madrid. Been looking for places to go eat. Lots of food markets there.
Tapas is probably fire.
Fire. I found this one place like in the street market. All they do
Oh,
is
you want
like
to bullfight?
yeah, definitely going to a bull. The girl, she's gonna find us a bullfight to go to.
That'll be sick.
Yeah, we said get us a bullfight, like a couple of like the top art and history museums while we're there. Just like a place where we can go.
A bunch of dollies.
Yeah, whatever. Things that like things that you think we'll find interesting. I was like, I like to eat. Food's the big one. I'm like, I
want to go to Christopher Columbus's house.
Yeah, I want to go see my man Chrissy Columbus. I want to eat fucking grilled sardines and drink sagris and eat fucking paella, dude. I'm gonna love it.
So the paella is probably
Bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Bomb. I just found this one place I'm gonna go check out. It's like a street thing, and all they do is they do calamari, these like grilled peppers and grilled fucking sardines, and like the cold like beer, like the Spanish lager. Oh my god,
Estrella.
Dude.
Very good.
Is it Estrella? That's what they
Estrella
do.
is a
I know,
very
like
good Spanish lager.
in Portugal, they do sagris. That's like the big one. That's actually really good too. But yeah, bro, I'm just gonna eat my face off, bro.
Sick.
Maybe find a gym to go work out.
Sure.
Yeah,
If there's enough time, I don't know if there'll be enough time.
There'll be plenty of time. I'm not going touristy with it. And if the pool's nice enough, I'll just chill at the motherfucking pool every day, bro.
Yeah, swim your laps. That'll be your workout.
Yeah, you got to get into like the Spain mood over there because like now I'm just an old man. I want to go to bed at 9. You got to like really take a nap. Wake
Well, I
up.
don't eat dinner till like 10 p.m.
I know, as I'm saying, like you're gonna have to like go to sleep, wake up at 9, and then like go out, which is kind of cool. We'll get a little loose.
Yeah, little naps, little afternoon naps,
Find a sex club in Spain somewhere, get weird.
little afternoon siestas.
Yeah, I get down with that little siesta. That's actually probably good because you wake up. You're tired when you get there, and then you wake up, and you just wake up like wide awake at like 10 o'clock at night. Like, what do we do? Let's go out and eat. I'm fucking hungry. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm looking forward to it. Daytona coming up. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Key West.
That's all of that. Sounds fun.
I got lots of fun things. I'm going to a Hootie and the Blowfish concert this summer, end of the summer. Labor Day.
It's so
weekend.
funny the way he describes that. He does not like performing with Hootie and the Blowfish at all.
Well, it is a Hootie and the Blowfish concert.
Yeah.
Because last year we went
So
to...
he made a deal with them for life that he'll split 50-50 with them.
Yeah.
And he's like, I lose money every time I perform with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks because like He plays all of his Hootie Darius Rucker concert. He plays every Hootie and the Blowfish song that you would want to hear.
Yeah.
Every radio hit Hootie song.
So
he
does
plays
he play his other stuff at the Hootie and the Blow? We'll have to find out.
I'm gonna find out. Like,
yeah.
probably,
imagine that though. That he does. He plays
probably
like,
not. He probably plays Wagon Wheel because that's like his biggest one that like even not country knows. Because then he has other like country hits that are like huge in the country community. But Wagon Wheel, everybody like knows that one. So he probably does Wagon Wheel.
I only just found out that was his.
And he does covers too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I wonder if he does that for Hootie and the Blowfish too.
Probably because he did a couple of covers. What he did Waterfalls. TLC did a cover of TLC. Go chasing waterfall. Dude, I'm going to tell you, I went to a bunch of concerts in the last year. It was probably like the best concert I went to. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. Bald Hill's a cool venue.
Yeah, it's small.
And like musically, he was great.
That's where you're going to see him.
No, we went and saw Darius Rucker there.
Yeah, but where's Hootie?
Jones Beach.
Oh, that's a good venue too.
I love that venue.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite place to go see a concert. I love Jones. It's an underrated music venue that nobody talks about. Like when they talk about great like outdoor amphitheaters, nobody talks about Jones Beach. Oh, Red Rocks or like the LA Bowl. Like nobody talks about Jones Beach, and everybody plays at Jones Beach.
Yeah,
everybody. Yeah, like everybody plays at Jones Beach.
Yeah,
it's a great venue, and they redid it over the past few years. So now they have, when you walk in there, they have this beautiful outdoor area, all on the water, killer food venues, vendors, great seating. There's not a bad seat in Jones Beach.
Yeah.
Beautiful night. The way the sun sets, sets right in the middle of the stage. It's fucking gorgeous, dude. It's gorgeous. Like totally underrated venue.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I agree with you.
People need to talk about Jones Beach a little more. But yeah, so I like Jones Beach. Well, I don't know, maybe some other concerts that pop up along the way. But yeah, Rockville will be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
I mean, we shouted them out a couple episodes ago. Didn't give any love back, but
fuck them. I'm not even that impressed with the lineup this year, right? Because like I had this argument with Devin last year because she's not as big of a Tool fan as I am. She doesn't appreciate Tool as much as I do. I was like, they're the best rock band here. She's like, how are you going to say that? I'm like, because they're the last band on the main stage of the last night. That's always reserved.
Well, we talked about this already. Slipknot's taking that spot, right?
Taking that spot.
Slipknot's great. Slipknot's great.
Without Tool. I would think for that, if I'm the venue, I want Limp Bizkit being the headliner.
I mean, that's a good one too.
To have Limp Bizkit there, I think Limp Bizkit is a better headliner than Slipknot.
Well, how long did Tool play?
Oh, they did a full Tool concert.
Okay, so does Limp Bizkit have the catalog to match that?
Yeah, they got like 3 solid albums. Counterfeit, $3 Bill Y'all, hot dog flavored water.
Flavored water, yeah.
Yeah, they got enough albums. You know, I can only name 2 Slipknot songs, dude.
Yeah, because we don't listen to Slipknot.
If they were better, I would.
You don't like that type of music.
It's not true. I love fucking death metal and metal. I love that shit.
Who's your favorite death metal band?
Oh, the Black Dahlia Project. Love the Black Dahlia Project.
Okay.
You know what I've been listening to a lot lately? Black Flag.
Oh yeah,
I've been listening to a lot of Black Flag lately.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I haven't heard them in a while.
They're great, man. Like you start reapproaching them, and I'm like, oh, they're great, dude. 6-pack.
Yeah.
Black Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they've been on my my rotation for like gym music. I've been listening to a lot of Black Flag lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like music. Been buying records.
But you've been buying records.
Yeah, here and there. I went on Heritage auctions because they had a big record auction, and I didn't bid on anything. I forgot actually, but I looked today to see what like lots I was watching to see what they sold for. Well, let me tell you, I totally underestimated what records go for because I couldn't afford to buy a single one.
Really?
They were wildly expensive.
The market's going up, huh?
I don't know whether it's up or down, but they're just a lot of money.
They still produce new records, right?
No, these were like old. So like
they still do.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any artist you want to buy a Billie Eilish record for her, you can buy it.
Right.
You could buy the new Vultures vinyl, the Kanye West on Yeezy.com.
Interesting.
Yeah, he sells it. Yeah, everybody make new records.
Probably good on vinyl.
Everything's good on vinyl. But the ones I was looking at were like old, like first press, like UK first presses of like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, like Led Zeppelin 3, Rolling Stones, like all these original like first UK pressings. Like, and they were going for a lot of money, dude. not like crazy, but like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Like 400, 500, 700, crazy.
Yeah.
But it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think if I was like back, we were talking about before, like, oh, we're rich. You know, when we sell our AI brand, like, what would I do? I would buy like an insane record player, and I would just spend wild amounts of money on records.
Record players very expensive?
You can buy $100 record player. You could spend $500,000 on a sound system. You know who has an epic sound system? Like, it's very well known, like Henry Rawlings. No, he does. He has like this.
I could see that.
He has a room,
eccentric weirdo.
Yeah, with like this insane speaker yeah, dude, you could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. To very easily spend thousands of dollars on an audio setup. I think about it: speakers, mixers, the record player itself. Yeah, the record player. I mean, the record player I have is like $120, and it's great. But like, you know,
yeah,
you could really like. With the right record player, you could throw on, you know, an old Fleetwood Mac record, and you can hear Stevie Nicks' little Coke bottle jangling against it. Fucking,
that's pretty cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can hear all the little nuances.
Yeah,
and it sounds so much better. We had to go to Brooklyn a couple weeks ago.
I can't wait to be like an affluent snob and playing vinyl in my house and nothing else.
Yeah. Nothing. Be like, oh, what is this? That's cool. But oh, that's actually a pressing of Elvis Presley's first record.
Yeah.
Before he got signed to Atlantic. It's his first record he made.
They're like, oh, let me connect to the Sonos. Like, we don't do that here.
Like, we only do vinyl.
Yeah.
Like on the wall, it's alphabetical.
Yeah, but don't worry, I have the speakers hooked up to
like what album? Be like, oh, tell me, yeah.
Because you can Can you hook up speakers to the vinyl?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
So
like my record player or just a record player?
Like a record player.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So you could wire your whole house to a vinyl.
Yeah, 1,000%. But I wouldn't want like a real speaker setup. Like I would have a fucking audio nerd come in. I'd be like, I want the best. I'd be like, I just do it and give me the bill.
Yeah, and I want it to all work from here.
Yeah, just do it. Give me the bill. And I would just have a mess. I would have thousands of records. Every record. I would go to thrift stores and just buy every single record they have, regardless of the record. I would buy them all.
Yeah. Speaking of bills, we got to pay some bills.
Oh, we do got to pay some bills.
What do you use when your back hurts?
Oh, man.
Hit the music.
Well, that's an interesting question. What do I use when my back hurts, Rich? You know, when my back hurts, Rich, I reach in my drawer next to my bed. I keep a lot of interesting things in that drawer. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
One of the things I keep is CBD rub. It's incredible.
Is it? Who makes it?
Flower of Life.
Flower of Life, you say?
Flower of Life CBD.
Okay.
Full spectrum CBD product. Family owned business out of California. Great people. Great product. Ethically sourced. Lab tested CBD. Full spectrum. Full line of products. Gummies. Pain solves. Pre-rolled joints.
And what's that name of the company?
Flower of Life CBD.
Flower of Life. And for a short time, if you use the promo code BeBetter20,
BeBetter20,
you can get 20% off your CBD products.
Great stuff. Check it out. Click the link below. Bing. Right? Where's the link below?
It's up there. It's up there.
Flower of Life CBD.
Flower of Life CBD. Use the promo code.
Gotta pay the bills.
BeBetter20.
Child support's expensive.
Okay.
I got 23 baby maras.
I learned about a new scam.
Okay.
That got caught. Yeah, good fake business. So this husband and wife. I wish there was a button for the scamming portion of our show.
What would be what we have sounds? What could it be? It could be. No.
Nah.
That could be you got scammed.
Nah.
Did you get scammed?
So this couple just got arrested because they were running an eco-friendly funeral home.
Eco-friendly?
Eco-friendly funeral home. So what they were offering is for a price, you can get put into one of those satchels and planted into a tree, right?
Okay.
But in reality, they weren't doing that, and they were just stocking the bodies in their basement and keeping the money. And they found like 1,000 bodies
What?
in the United States.
Like, where were they? Just like had decomposing bodies in their basement? Did
Yeah.
they freeze them? They just had rotting
No,
bodies.
just rotting bodies.
1,000 rotting bodies.
I don't know if I don't remember the exact number. If it was 1,000, it might have been less.
Okay.
But yes, they just had bodies rotting in their basement.
20 rotting bodies.
Yes.
How does that not like how is that not like just a how is your basement not infested with rats and roaches and
So I'm pretty sure.
how did
Let me
how are
not
you,
fuck up the story.
how are you
Let me get the
able-
story right. It's the eco-friendly scam.
you know, I get the scam, right? But like you're still taking possession of the body. Like, why not just plant the fucking body with under a tree? Like, why not just do the right thing? You're just going to store them in your basement. Like that just seems lazy, right? That's lazy. Because the scam would be you take their money and never pick the body up, and the body's just at the morgue. Like, you got the money, but like we got the body, we just put it in our basement.
Okay, Return to Nature Funeral Home in Penrose West, Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Improperly storing bodies at the 2,500 square foot one-story facility. Let's see how many bodies it
So
was.
not their house. It was
Over
just
115 decaying bodies
just in a warehouse,
in
in a 2,500 square foot warehouse,
correct.
just like piled up, rotting.
Let's see how much they charged.
Yeah, why not just bury the bodies?
Yeah.
Like, right?
It doesn't
Like,
have to be eco-friendly. Just bury them.
just say you're planting it into a tree, you just throw them in a hole somewhere. Like, why would, like, how long?
I wonder how much they charged.
Like, what did they probably just got caught because it just probably smelled so bad in the warehouse. It was probably like one of those warehouses they have in Long Island where it's like 15 different 2,500 square foot warehouse facilities. You know what I mean? They're probably next to like a water
The
jet.
bodies are in such bad shape that they would need DNA software to identify them.
Yeah, they're probably like liquefied, bro. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
How did they go? The smell must have been. It must have made the entire area stink, dude.
That's a lot of pine tree car fresheners.
Yeah, bro. How did they hide? That's how they got caught. They probably couldn't hide the fucking smell. That's
How much
disgusting.
did they charge? I think it was a lot of money.
Whatever. Getting a regular funeral is a lot of money.
The
dude.
town that happened in, there's a town of 3,000 people.
Damn.
Return to Nature Funeral Home.
It was a town of 3,000 people, and they had 150 bodies. That's a pretty.
115.
That's a pretty large percentage of the population running in a
Seriously.
warehouse. Jesus, that's
How much money do you think they made?
I don't know. It's probably not.
How much money did they scam
They probably-
to store 115
They
bodies?
probably charge like $5,000 a fucking body.
It's got to be expensive.
I don't know. I can't more 10 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand.
Okay, so they found out the ages of the bodies by the DNA thing. 23 of the bodies were from 2019, 61 from 2020, 17 from 2022, and 40 from 2023.
2020 was a good year for them, huh? COVID.
That's crazy.
Everybody had that COVID money. They fucking paid for an eco burial.
That's crazy.
So they just had bodies over the course of 3 years. You think they took any MCA loans when they started a new
I
eco
don't
business?
know, dude. That's a lot. That's a lot.
How did they get caught? I need to know how they got caught.
Somebody probably fucking complained about the smell.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like so like their neighbor like was
They
like a-
hired a new guy and they're like, whatever you do, just don't go in the basement.
There was like
and
a-
he's like, why? What's in the basement? He's like, what's that smell?
153 rotting corpses.
4 years.
That's
repeatedly
gross.
deceived families. What they bury? Nothing?
Didn't bury anything, dude. I mean, I guess it's probably hard to just bury.
They got jailed on a $2 million bond. How much money did they make? How'd they get caught?
So their bond was $2 million. Wow, that's expensive bail.
Okay, one of the victims was her son, 20 years old, was shot and killed by law enforcement in 2019, and she wanted a eco-friendly funeral for him.
Yeah. And
I don't think they're going to look kindly on that. Yikes! Yeah, there was a report of a
putrid smell.
putrid smell. That's what it was. Authorities found the remains while responding to a report of a putrid smell near the building. It's 100, but the number increased to 189 all the way to 190.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
How did they get the bodies released to them though? Like, did they have licensing to dispose?
Yeah, they must
bodies?
have license as like
Yeah,
a
it must-
funeral home.
Yeah,
but
that's what
then
I'm
like
saying,
convince like,
like-
people it was eco-friendly. Like, oh, we're gonna plant him in a tree, and then like
No, but like that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of like license. You can't just like take possession of dead bodies. Like that's a lot.
But like,
of licensing
think
to go
about
to
it. It's like, all right, you
to
have,
not have it thought out enough to like bury the fucking bodies.
but like, you might be a funeral home, right?
yeah,
Okay, but like, you're not a cemetery. So now you have to find a plot of land where
but
you can eco-friendly bury these trees.
but they weren't a
for
funeral
these people.
home. They weren't a funeral home.
No, that's what I'm saying. They were a funeral home.
They were.
Return to nature funeral home. That's what it's called.
That's what it was like creating a church.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So they were just running a fake business scam.
Fake business at its finest.
I guess though.
190 bodies though. Like buy an incinerator.
Well, hello. Like
Buy a piece of land, plant trees, buy an incinerator, burn up the bodies, put the ashes in the fucking trees. There's your eco-friendly, right? There's the perfection of the scam.
Yeah, it's still not what you said they're going to do, but like
Yeah,
it's
but that's
not
the perfection of the scam.
rotting bodies in a corner of a warehouse.
Your relatives' ashes are the roots of the trees.
Yeah, get an incinerator, bro.
I can do fake business. Just better.
my
I can
friend-
do,
my
I can do
friend-
fake business better.
Yes, get an. We could do it out here. All this land, we could put an incinerator right in the fucking back.
We could fit at least 100 bodies.
Cut a hole right in the door. Put a fucking event right there.
Yeah.
No problem, dude.
Yeah, we got it.
You can get incinerators pretty easily. My buddy owns a metal refinery on Long Island. He has an incinerator in there. He bought it from an old veterinarian clinic. They would cremating dogs. This guy's
And now he's making treasures.
no, they do it to
What
like
do they do with it? Melt metal, right?
no, they do it to burn off all the other shit that's like, you know, like in chips, like computer chips or something. Like there's gold in motherboards and like stuff like that. They'll burn off
So
like
fractional.
it's fractional, but like there's big business in that. People just like take what do you think happens to all the motherboards? They fucking get harvested and it adds up. It fucking adds up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just burns off all like the non-gold precious metal like shit. But yeah, he's like, I bought this here. He's like, you could put a body in here. I'm like, oh, thanks, Barry.
Yikes.
He was a G. He's an old G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I would have, but you could.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, Barry. Don't burn me.
Fake business.
Yeah, that guy did some fake business in his day. He used to launder money for the drug cartels.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, real deal. I won't say his name, but he was a.
You did say his name.
Well, I didn't say his full name, but you can look him up. There's a book called The Coin Shop. It's about the scam they were doing. They were laundering money for like the Medellin and Cali drug cartels with gold back in the 90s. He was part of it. He went to federal jail for a while.
Wow.
But he's a lovely old man. He always asks how's your daughter? Oh my God, she's getting so big.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's a nice old Jewish guy. He was a G bag of the day. He's a metal refiner. He buys and sells precious metals.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
You want to put your tinfoil hat on?
I'd love to.
Okay. You know, in Chile right now,
Yeah, what about it?
they're repainting all of the roofs of houses blue.
Really? Who's they?
The government.
The government.
Yeah.
What houses? All the
All
houses?
of them.
Why? Because why is Chile expecting direct energy weapons to destroy their country?
I don't know. But they're anticipating something, so they're repainting all of the houses blue. That's
What's
some
going-
pulp there, guy.
Some pulp.
Yeah, it looks like lots of pulp.
Lots of pulp. Yeah, that's sketchy. What's going on in Chile that they want to just wipe them out?
I have no idea. I don't know what kind of resources are in Chile.
Is there oil in Chile?
There's mines. I think there's gold mines in Chile.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gold, minerals.
There's probably oil. There's oil in Colombia. There's oil refineries in Colombia.
How far is Chile from Venezuela?
Probably not far.
They got to be doing something in Chile. Is there any like, are they like rebelling against government right now in Chile? What's going on there? Why are they painting them blue?
I don't know.
What's the official statement from the government as to why they're painting them blue?
I didn't get that far.
You're only going to come at me with half a conspiracy?
Yeah, I gave you some of it. I mean,
What am I supposed to do with that?
Chile is literally
What? What is that?
that blue. That green, I mean, isn't that Chile?
I don't know. I can't point Chile out on the map.
All right, you're colorblind.
Well, there was a dark green and there was like a neon green. Which shade of green on the map?
The dark green is Chilean territory.
Are you going to put a map of Chile right there?
No. The claimed but uncontrolled territory is in light green, which I believe is Antarctica.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is Chile. The dark green is Chile.
That thin dark green skid mark is Chile. Why do they have such a narrow strip of country?
That's their claimed territory. And then that is Antarctica.
Sounds like Chile got fucked out of a big portion of the country, huh?
Yeah, it seems like it.
What country is next to Chile?
Brazil is one of
Brazil. Brazil. That'd be cool to go to Brazil.
them. Argentina.
I would say Argentina's. Yeah, it's Argentina, Chile, right? So what else is over there?
Bolivia.
Uruguay.
Uruguay. No, Uruguay's on the other side.
That's the other side.
Paraguay.
Paraguay. Yeah, okay. That's what I meant.
Argentina. And then that's all Chile.
I'd love to go to Argentina. I have family there.
And then, yeah, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina.
So South America.
Peru is above it.
They are next to all them cocaine states, huh?
Yeah, not Colombia, though.
Not Colombia.
North. Yeah.
I'd like to go visit Chile. Chile's probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not.
I got another. Yeah, I mean, I've never been there, but.
You have another half a conspiracy?
No, I have another fucked up story.
Well,
So, this husband and wife get divorced. The wife kind of loses it a little bit, so the husband has to get a restraining order. So he starts dating somebody else, has kids. The ex-wife shows up, right? Knocks on the door. They won't let her in. They leave, whatever. She tries to slide into the house through the chimney.
yeah.
Gets stuck and asphyxiates. And like 6 months later, they're like, what is that smell? And they call fucking somebody and they find her dead body in the chimney.
They just didn't find it odd that they didn't hear from mom for 6 months?
I guess not.
How far down a chimney could you get? I feel like chimneys aren't
She was
that
like
wide.
115 pounds.
Oh, she was a little one.
Yeah.
Damn.
So they found her. I think actually it wasn't 6 months. They found her like 6 days.
Yeah, but they say like 6 months. Like the guy, yeah.
Yeah, they found her. They found her dead 6 days later.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's I didn't even think chimneys were that big. That 115-pound.
That must
human.
be a real chimney, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the inside of a chimney looks like. How big does a chimney need to be? It's just.
I don't know how big the opening is, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like this big. Like I didn't think of. I didn't think 100. I know like raccoons get caught in chimneys. I didn't think like a human could get caught in a chimney.
Must be a big chimney.
That's wild. You know how crazy and unhinged you have to be like, I'm gonna go through the fucking chimney.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, you're not keeping me out.
Yo. From the sound of it, she saved that guy a lot of headache by dying in that chimney.
Oh my God.
Someone that deal with crazy exes, that guy definitely felt some kind of relief. Well, he's like, well, where if it starts with a chimney, where does it end? What's next?
I know where it ends. Fucking murder suicide.
Could you?
That's where it ends.
Could you imagine?
Double murder suicide.
Could you imagine just like watching TV and then like your unhinged ex-wife comes out of the fireplace covered
in soot.
completely covered in soot.
You're not gonna pick up my phone?
Looks like a coal miner. Where is that slut? Where is that slut here? Shut up.
Yeah, can't ignore my calls now.
Shut up, Crystal. Bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah, what do you think? How do you think he felt when they like found her body in the chimney? Relief.
Relief.
He was like,
definite,
fuck.
definite relief. Because if that's me, I'm like, holy shit, this bitch was this crazy.
You're like, imagine if she would have made it down.
What would she have done? This woman's this crazy. She might have fucking tried to kill me in here. Like I'd be, I would be so, because that's just like the wildest. Like there's a million ways to break into. You could just throw a fucking rock through a window. Like to get on the roof and go to that chimney, I'd be so really a big thank God, because I wouldn't even want to have to continue to deal with this woman.
Yeah.
And you have kids with her, so you like kind of legally had to deal with her until your kids are fucking adults.
Yeah.
Please, thank you for climbing down that chimney, sweetheart. I'd be like, thank God I have a fireplace at this house. You have to be nuts to do that. Absolutely nuts. Do a Santa Claus. It's not a reverse Santa Claus. It's like
It's an actual Santa Claus.
Actual Santa Claus.
It's called the Scott Calvin. Get it right? Yeah, the Scott Calvin.
Scott Calvin.
You die in the chimney.
Died jerking off in a chimney.
Yeah, that'd be like if that show 1,000 Ways to Die was still on, that would be one of the new episodes. Fucking dying in a chimney to be a psycho fucking ex.
I'd love to see the death stats, because there's no way.
How many people die in a
Yeah,
chimney?
there's no way that's the first person to ever like try to do that.
I bet it
and
was
die.
more frequent in the 20s when being a chimney sweep was a job.
Probably. No, they wouldn't even go into chimneys.
Dirty real story of Mary Poppins. Yes,
Mary Poppins was actually a serial killer that would like stuff children in the chimneys. If she would fit the spoonful of sugar, she was actually giving them liquid opium,
cyanide.
She was giving children liquid opium and then stuffing them in chimneys.
She was just poisoning the kids.
A spoonful of sugar.
I feel like that was like, I mean, some of those like old fairy tales are like based off of that, like the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man was a serial. So, have you heard of the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that like story or like song was because in England, in that area, the Muffin Man was a serial killer that was like killing kids. So like they made the story to like warn kids without scaring them about staying away from the Muffin Man.
So the Muffin Man was like the original pedophile, like giving out candy in a van.
I don't know if he was giving out candy.
He was just giving out muffin tops. But like, you want a muffin top, little boy?
He was cutting off muffin tops.
That was his memento.
That was his trophy.
He was killing only fat children and saving their muffin tops. And then like reselling them, like baking the muffin tops into muffins. Like, do you want some fresh
into
muffins,
pies?
little boy?
Baking them into pies.
Little fat boy pies.
Yeah, I mean that's why like a lot of those like the Brothers Grimm tales and shit, like those are all like fucked up stories from like.
But are they like real? I don't think they're real stories though. They're just they're tales, but they're like much more gruesome, like Snow White or those are like much more gruesome stories.
Like Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, the original Grimm tales are much more gruesome, but they're not. I don't think. I think they're like probably
cautionary tales from a time from traveling.
Based off like folklore and stuff, like unexplainable.
Disappearings in the woods and shit like that. Yeah. That's the shit about history that's more interesting. A watered down like fucking PG version I don't like. I don't care.
Yeah, they don't teach kids cool history in school anymore? Not anymore.
Definitely not.
Never.
Not now. They don't teach cool things anymore now.
Not anymore. They never did. They've been teaching the same shit in schools since we were in school. Like, the only thing they've done is they've made, like, basic math more complicated with Common Core. That's what they've done. They've managed to, like, complicate simple math.
So ridiculous.
They've managed to complicate simple things. That's what they've done with Common Core. But they're teaching the same
bullshit. Me 5 + 5, I know the answer, but I don't know how to show the work for the answer to be correct, which is absurd. You know that whole thing so the whole thing with Common Core is to, all right, so like me, for instance, like when I was a kid, like growing up, my learning process, like I look at the problem and I figure out the answer in my head. I never showed work.
Yeah.
So the reason the Common Core is to force kids to have to show work.
Yeah. Why?
It literally stifles people like me that like are like know the answer, like can work it out in their head and don't have to show work to do it.
Well, because they want a civilization of dummies.
Because they assume that you're cheating if you don't. It's bullshit.
They just want people dumb. They want you to follow the rules.
Oh, they definitely want people dumb.
which is like crazy. Like, just teach things to kids that they need to know. Like, why are you still teaching that shit? Teach kids coding.
They should be promoting growth and imagination and like raising young entrepreneurs and raising young geniuses, not raising sheep.
Well, they can't keep people in line if they teach kids how to be free thinkers and make money on their own. They need
Scum of the earth.
like it doesn't. You know why? Because like why did they start doing schooling, right? Because they wanted to teach kids, get here at this time, you stay at this time, you work, because they wanted to get kids for like factory, right? That's what the Rockefellers, right? They started the public school system because they wanted to like a training facility for factory workers.
Yeah.
Stifle creativity, no free thinking. You get here at 8, you leave at 4, and then and this is it.
Yeah, to get you ready for your shift at
a job. They don't teach you.
Factory.
They don't teach you what to do with the money. Right. Once you get the job, just get the job, and this and that, and that's it. That's what they want.
Well, they used to teach in high school more finance and economics. They used to teach balancing checkbooks and shit like that. They don't teach any of that shit anymore.
They just don't teach it anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's sad.
And listen, I majored in finance in college.
If you
shit that I do in my daytime job, 20% I learned in college.
If you teach kids how to like be creative and be entrepreneurs, it fucks up the taxes. It's less people for the government to get jobs, regular good paying jobs, and they can just take their money through tax. Because if you open
that is why I'm moving to Puerto Rico.
And
when the AI endeavor takes off, and I'm buying my own island.
Or just open a business, work for yourself, and have a good accountant and learn the tax loopholes that you're not doing anything illegal.
Yeah,
tax avoidance.
Moving your business out of New York. That's going to be the next one.
Tax avoidance
after what just got handed down.
Everything's going to leave New York sooner than later.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you stay in New York?
Yeah.
Like if you have nothing holding you, like aside from loving New York, because I say like, I can't really, I have the kids. I can't leave New York.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would. Like, where am I going to go? Like the grass isn't greener. Things are all relative. Like I lived outside of New York and aspects of it annoy me. And now when I leave New York and I go somewhere for vacation, especially in the United States, like you go out of the country, yeah, cool. When in Rome, right? But like in the US, I'm just like, dude, this bothers me.
Yeah.
I like the way New York operates. I like how fast it is, like little things like going to the store or like this and that. Even just going to the store in Long Island versus going to the store upstate New York, it's a totally different experience, right? It's the way people operate. I like that. I like being close to one of the greatest cities in the world. People always want to talk shit about New York. It's still one of the greatest cities in the world, right? Yep. You're close to international airports. You're close to the beach. I like New York. I don't think I would leave New York, but like, what's the incentive to stay here?
Yeah.
And obviously, everybody's leaving New York in droves. Like, no, they're not. Like, the traffic's worse than it's ever been in New York. There's so many fucking people here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of people are leaving. A lot of people are leaving California, and the traffic is still as bad as it's ever been. Like,
and I know a lot of people who live in California, and they love it, and they're never leaving California because, like, if you take away the bullshit,
you don't notice the population decline because there's so many people. You don't
directly notice
metro area.
Yes, you don't directly.
But if we were in a small town where there's only 3,000 people and 10% of the population moved, you would notice that.
Yes, you would notice that.
Right.
But it's not. There's just so many fucking people here.
Yeah, and there's more coming. There's more coming.
And there's people who can't leave New York. We're talking about it.
That sanctuary state. There's more coming.
So many more coming.
So many more.
Like New York's never going anywhere. Then I'm not going. I can't leave New York. I like it.
I love where we grew up. I love New York.
I don't want to leave New York. I don't. I like it here.
I love New York. But when New York stops working for me, then I'm out.
I mean, it's not working for you now.
No, that's why I'm contemplating.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, but where do you go? Oh, go to Puerto Rico. For what? Puerto Rico sucks. Nice house, no taxes, but then you're in Puerto Rico. And for the essence,
6 months in a day.
Take the beach away from Puerto Rico. It's a ghetto slum.
Nah, there's nice places.
Yeah, there's nice places. There's nice places everywhere, bro. Puerto Rico is, for the most part, a shithole. It's just kind of beautiful.
I could wear
You got nice beaches.
I could wear swim trunks every day, and I could surf every day without having to put a wetsuit on. Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, well, you don't surf. All right, I could play golf all the time too. They have a TPC.
I would like
They have
to.
a TPC golf course in Dorado.
I think if I got like rich,
Yeah,
I would get into golf.
yeah.
Because I actually do. Would love to get into golf because I have the time that I could play. I know people I could go play with,
I
but
haven't played in 4 years.
I just don't want to like spend the money on buying golf clubs. I'm too cheap.
Yeah.
Like I would if I
Your
were.
brother's got a beautiful set of golf clubs.
I know he does, but he's had that for a long time.
Yeah.
That's like an old that's an old set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
Those are like totally antiquated. They were like the top of the line clubs when he got them, and all those things are just like those are very old, very old.
I haven't played golf in 4 years.
Yeah, it's the cost of entry is like I just don't want to spend the money. It's expensive, dude.
It is an expensive hobby.
Expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but that'd be like a fun thing to do. You know, you talk like you get older and like you do friend trips and stuff like that would be fun to do like a friend's golf trip.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's so many cool places to go, like courses to go play at, and then you're there. That would be fun to do.
Yeah.
In our 50s, do that in our 50s.
For sure.
Where are we going? Pebble Beach.
Yeah, Pebble Beach.
But like let's go play in.
Let's go play TPC Sawgrass in Jacksonville.
Yeah, good strip clubs down there. Where the good titty bars at? Let's go play golf. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Vegas. Anywhere.
That's where the waste management tournament is in Scottsdale.
Yeah. There's literally good golf courses and strip clubs all over the country. Everywhere. Yeah, that'd be fun. In our 50s. Let's get into golf in our 50s.
Yeah, 50s. That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think we're good there.
Do golf now. Hour 5.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Little cocktail.
Yeah, in our 50s, when we get into golf, we'll need a lot of Flower of Life CBD.
So much Flower of Life CBD.
Do you want to hit the music one more time?
Can't afford stem cell therapy? Flower of Life CBD.
Back is barking.
Flower
of Life CBD for all your CBD needs.
In a state that has not progressive marijuana laws, it sucks. Flower of Life CBD.
Will be your cure.
20%. Be better.
20%. Be better 20.
Be better 20.
Use the promo code.
Bing.
And on that note, cue the Calypso.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys. Like, share, follow, subscribe, tell your friends, tell everyone.
Yeah. See you next time.
Flower Life CBD.
That's it. FOLCBD.com.
See you.